Cindy, how you doing? This is Ashley. This is a video that Gary reached out and spoke to you about. I'm really excited to show you everything that I found in my time of doing some research. And yeah, I'm excited to show you it and break everything down in a way that's understandable. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. Let's talk and we can take things from there. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is your current website. Now, when it comes to having a website, it's about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that website, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site for whatever reason that may be. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to scroll and dig and read just to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So what we like to do in every single one of our websites is have all that information readily available. Now, what I mean when I say that is we want to have a click-to-call phone number right from the beginning of the website, which you guys are currently doing a great job of. The next thing is having a form submission option, and what that does is that caters to the opposite type of people who maybe can't talk on the phone. So I would definitely suggest implementing one of those. Another thing is making sure all your services are in drop-down menus, just as you guys are currently doing. This is a great job. This makes your site that much more user-friendly. And then the same thing with the location served. You guys are doing a great job with that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to touch base on is your guys' content. Now, when it comes to content, the more the better, because Google can only read. So when it comes to having content, in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, you need a minimum of 1,500 words. Now, if your competitor has 2,000 words, even though you're considered an authority in the eyes of Google, your competitor is still outranking you. So now you need to go get more than what they have. And speaking of your competitor, I'm going to show you them here in a minute. And I'm going to show you how to beat them. But taking a look at the rest of your guys' content, you're just not at that word marking in order to be considered an authority yet. So I would definitely recommend going and getting some more content. Don't get just any old written content. I beg of you, get professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content that is full of authoritative buyer intent keywords. Now, speaking of your competitor, I did a general search in Google, and these guys over here are one of your competitors. Now, again, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. If we take a look at their site, nothing crazy, nothing special. You know, they have a good, friendly face picture right from the start, which is good for building trust. Their services and drop-down menus, but what they have going for them is content. They have a little bit more content than what you guys currently have. Not much at all by any means, but they have enough to beat out you guys. So once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your content goes and get you exactly to be an authoritative website and business online, you will be beating these guys out. So let's come back to Google, and I did a general search. Now, actually, you know what? Before I break down Google for you, let me show you something. So we're going to come over here to a paid resource I pay monthly for. We're currently looking at your stats. Now, this is the strength of your website. This is very, very important because this right here is what gets you ranked in this area here. And I'll break down that here in a minute. But coming back here, your UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. Your number is a 13 out of 100. The backlinks that you have 60 backlinks and they're rated a 13 out of 100. Now, because of all of this, you're only getting 40 people to your site each and every month. Now, don't get me wrong, 40 is better than nothing. But comparatively to your competitors, you should be getting a lot more. And I'll show you that here in a minute. So coming over to your competitor that I was showing you earlier, we can see what their stats look like and then look at the type of traffic they're getting. They're getting double of what you're currently getting. Keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. If I go to Google and type in any one of your services in any other locations that you offer them in, you have different competitors. So I did just that, and this is another competitor of yours, and look at the traffic you're missing out from them. That's two competitors alone that you're missing out on so much business from. That's all possible income for you. So if we come back to Google, I'm just going to break it down for you real quick. So the first part of Google, as we see, is the Google Guaranteed section. If you're not familiar with this area, basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now the next section, as we see, is the Google My Business section. This area is a very important section to be in, as any part of Google is. Because remember how earlier I said some people come to your site to message you, some people come to call you. Same thing with Google. Some people come to Google and strictly go to the ads, while others strictly go to the organic. Whatever the case may be, if we have you in each of those spots, you have the highest odds. So coming back here, in order to get ranked in this section here, because even though you're ranked for this keyword, that doesn't mean you're ranked there for all the other keywords that you can be found for. So to get you ranked in this section here for what we would do is find all the ones you're not being ranked in and get you ranked in those by doing citations, geotagged pictures, posting on your GMB listing weekly, so on and so forth. Now the next part of Google, which is the last section, is the organic section, which directly deals with your website. And in order to get ranked in this area, you want to have the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness, and this is where our SEO would come into play. We find very powerful backlinks. We build very powerful backlinks that only we have access to, and that is what gets you ranked in this section here. So yeah, you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting just based on 2 of your competitors alone. Reach out, let's talk, and I hope to hear from you. Have a great one. Bye, Cindy.